This Climbing the Mountain podcast is brought to you by Encova Insurance. Hard work and passion are critical components of any winning strategy. Count on Encova Insurance as your local team to provide peace of mind. Welcome into our final edition of Climbing the Mountain, brought to you by Country Roads Trust, West Virginia's name, image, and likeness team, and Encova Insurance. Joining me for the very last show, Blaine Stewart, tight ends coach here at WVU. Coach, first of all, before we talk about the game, I have to ask you, coaching on the field that you grew up, where your father coached, did you just kind of have a moment before, after the game to say, wow, this is pretty cool?
Absolutely. You know, the biggest thing that I noticed was when the band was playing during pregame, I was like, okay, that brings back a lot of memories. So hearing the band, seeing the fans, seeing the guys in their actual game uniforms as opposed to like practice jerseys and stuff like that, that was kind of a surreal moment that I was really excited about, and it definitely felt like home for sure.
I know on your Instagram, I'm probably going to cry when I say this, but you posted some pictures of your dad, and I was like, gosh, that's just like so meaningful. So, you know, what do you think your dad would say to you right now, coaching for the Mountaineers?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I wish I could find out, but, you know, I just think he would be proud, and I think he would be happy for me. And, you know, it's one of those things that I just try to do my best to be a positive contributor to the university and the football program, that so many people have come before me, especially, you know, my dad, and it's just one of those things that I don't take for granted at all. So I'm really excited to be back.
All right, we got the sentimental stuff out of the way. So, okay, clear my eyes. All right, put your coaching hat on. Mm-hmm. How do you think the spring game went?
Well, first and foremost, we stayed healthy mostly. You know, a couple bangs up and bruises there, but, you know, number one, we stayed healthy, which was a beautiful thing. And I thought it was great. You know, defense made some plays, offense made a couple plays. Danny King made that kick to keep us ahead on the scoreboard at the end. So I think everyone had something that they could take away from and be happy about. And really just, you know, putting the finishing touches on a good spring was all we wanted to do, and stay healthy, and we're thankful for that. And now it's just really guys pushing through finals week and getting ready for the summer. So I think we're in a good place.
Let's talk about your group in particular, tight ends. Cole Taylor, transfer from LSU. How do you think he did?
I thought he made plays when his number was called. I was really excited for him. He'd been making those plays all spring. So, you know, we're really excited about what he can do in both the run and the pass game. I think everyone else also, you know, did really well. Traylon leading the charge at point of attack blocking. Some young guys got some catches. Luke Hamilton, new fullback, made some plays in the run game too. So I'm really excited about the room as a whole. And I think the more guys find their role in the offense, the better we'll be moving forward.
Did any guys pleasantly surprise you in that spring game?
Who you just interviewed, Jahiem White.
Yeah.
When he broke that tackle, you know, sometimes in practice when you're not tackling to the ground, you can't tackle every day in practice. Just guys, you know, need to take care of their body a little bit. So when we're tackling, he's hard to tackle. And I think he really showed that. Garrett and Nico both had good command of the offense. The O-line played great. Some guys on defense made some plays. You know, Aubrey Burks, Lance Dixon, those guys are really good players in the back end. So I think really, you know, everyone tried to take advantage of it, but I'm pleased with, you know, the overall aspect of the game. So it was good.
Let's flip that on the other side. What did you see that maybe concerned you that you're like, oh, we definitely need to work on that some more?
Well, it's never a finished product, which is great.
I mean, I know you want to like tip your hand too much,
yeah,
right?
No doubt.
In case any of the Penn State coaches are watching.
I hope so. No, so I think one thing we can all improve on is just consistency and depth, and you know, young guys getting opportunities to make plays. I really do think that even throughout the whole spring, like there's stuff to improve on, but you know, we're in a good place and we have a growth mentality, and I think guys are just going to continue to work and put themselves in a position to be successful, because the beauty is we don't play for a couple months, but you know, everyone's getting ready for week one, so who's going to take advantage and fix those issues that you mentioned, and really you know, be able to put your best foot forward week one. That's all we're looking for.
How important is this off season? Because the guys aren't just going to lay around and do nothing. How important is this offseason getting ready for the start of the regular season?
Well, I think teams are built, you know, in June and July going into August. So we've got some new guys coming in that'll be here joining us, whether it be freshmen or transfer guys. So, you know, May, whatever it is, Memorial Day, that'll be the first time the team is together. That'll be the team going into the season. So I think it's, you know, huge. It's a beautiful time too. You know, it's going to be just really the guys and other student athletes in town, working out together, spending informal time together is huge. It's where you build so many great relationships. I think Mike Joseph is the best kept secret in college football. He's going to get the guys ready to play. And, we'll just continue to, chop away day by day, getting ready for football. But really, I think the number one thing is just putting yourself in a physical position to be successful, running, lifting, rehab, all that type of stuff, just helping you be ready for the long journey that is a season, and that's built in the summer.
And how excited are you to get to that first game of the season?
I'm very excited. It's when you look at the schedule, every matchup has some element of intrigue to it. But, I think Penn State and being in Pennsylvania the last 5 years that I was, Penn State's a national brand, and this rivalry means a lot to a lot of people. So, I'm excited. I hope we put our best foot forward and play, a great, tough game and, see what happens after 60 minutes because, it's going to be a tough challenge. But, that's why you show up every day.
Absolutely.
Games like that.
Absolutely. Can't wait. Coach Stewart, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back on Climbing the Mountain right after this. This Climbing the Mountain podcast is brought to you by Encova Insurance. Hard work and passion are critical components of any winning strategy. Count on Encova Insurance as your local team to provide peace of mind. Welcome back to Climbing the Mountain video podcast brought to you by Country Roads Trust and Encova Insurance. They are your one-stop need for home, auto, life, and business insurance needs. They're ready for what's next. Joining me now, Montre Miller, Cortez Braham. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me. First of all, how was that spring game?
Sure, it was good. It was good.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. This is my first time being in Milan Puskar Stadium. It was different, just something I ain't never been a part of before. Just get my feet wet, just enjoy the experience.
You are a cornerback. You transferred in here from Kent State.
Yes.
So just talk about that transition. And did you get out of the spring what you wanted to personally?
So far, everything's been going really well. I mean, coaches, the players made the adjustment for me very smoothly. Just working, coming in, doing extra work each and every day to get better. My coaches talk to me, call me each and every day, try to find things that I can improve on to help take my game to the next level. But as far as spring, I think it went pretty well. I definitely left some plays out there, but I definitely thought I improved and trended in the right direction.
Good stuff. Cortez, this was your second spring game in a Mountaineer uniform. How did you feel out there?
Oh, I felt really comfortable, just from past season, contributing a little bit, getting my feet wet, like Montre said, like helping the team. So I feel like it went really real well. I left a couple plays out there also against Montre. It's all right. We're going to get them back. But I feel like I had a real good spring game. I really liked it.
And you had a nice touchdown in that game, so that must have been fun.
Yes, ma'am, it was. We had to do my little dance, Been waiting to do that.
Yeah, you got to work on those moves.
Yes, ma'am.
Personally, how was this whole spring practice for you?
I say it was real. I enjoyed it a lot, really enjoying the process, taking on a real bigger role on the offense, trying to go out there, contribute for the team, make plays every day. So it was real. I enjoyed it a lot.
Coach Brown mentioned you and said that he thought that you defended the deep ball really well in the spring game. So let's talk about that, your role. That's such a timing position. Too early when you're defending that deep ball, pass interference. Too late, you're getting burned.
Yeah.
How do you work on that timing?
Just practice, repetition, just things working on in funding, just trying to find ways to affect the receiver best we can, just working on those each and every day because that's one of the hardest things to do in college football is defend the deep ball because if you're too late, it's a completion, too early, pass interference, just trying to find that balance in between and just working on that each and every day. And that was one of the things that they were looking from me when I came, when they watched my tape. So that was one of my strong suits.
What was it about WVU when you were deciding to transfer from Kent State that you said, that's where I want to play?
Just the family, being with him, especially since we've been in high school together our whole life, trusting him, trusting Coach Brown and my corner coach, Coach Brown too. They from the beginning, they just made me feel loved. So that was one of the things that stuck out to me and my family. That was big to me, just finding a place that was going to get me in the right position where I want to be.
Cortez, talk about that. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, you're fine.
Talk about, you guys playing in high school together, playing at this next level, how special that is.
Oh, that's real special. I get to play with my teammate. Me and Montre went to high school together. So he used to play receiver, and I learned a lot from him. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot from him, like a lot. Which though it took my game to the next level, and like just being able to play with him our last season this year, like our last season together, I feel like it's real special, and we're gonna do a lot of good things out there this season.
So you helped recruit him too, so we can call you coach now.
Yeah, you call me coach. I did a little bit.
You were the 5th leading receiver for that receiving core last year, Cortez. What do you want your game to be this year, come fall?
Obviously, I want to be the leading receiver for us this year. Like, really contribute so we can have a winning season this season. So like we can be really like take that next step. So like I just want to contribute, just help the team. That's really it, really.
What will you guys work on now? Spring ball is over. Tell me about what you guys work on next.
Shoot, just go back home. I'm gonna go back and watch the tape. Find out, get feedback from my coaches, and find out things that I need to work on going into when I come back in the summer. Those are the things that I'm working on while I'm at home, especially when I get some of that free time. So just making a point of emphasis on those things that I need to work on so I can help make my game that much better. So
right, just piggyback what Montre said. Yeah, just going ahead getting that feedback from the coaches and watching the film and try to get better each and every day. That's really.
How exciting will it be when you come back? It's fall. You're getting ready to play Penn State. The anticipation for the next few months for that first game, what's that like?
Hey, it's going to be real exciting. I can't wait because it's going to be my first career start, really. So I'm just really excited. I can't wait to go out there and compete. Just go out there, get a fan, show them a good game, and just compete.
It's surreal for me because, it's really like my first really opportunity at the P5 level to really go out there and really show what I could do, because there was only times I only got to play teams 2 to 3 times a season. I get to do that 11 out of our 12 games, and we got one of the top schedules in the country, so that's big for me. So great opportunity for us. Game 1, we just going to lock in and each and every day and try to get better and get 1% better. So.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it. Montre, Cortez, thank you so much. If you would like a signed autograph helmet from these guys, go to our website, countryroadstrust.com/autographs, and we'll be back with more Climbing the Mountain right after this. Thanks, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
This Climbing the Mountain podcast is brought to you by Encova Insurance. Hard work and passion are critical components of any winning strategy. Count on Encova Insurance as your local team to provide peace of mind. It is the final segment of Climbing the Mountain, a video podcast all about the 2023 spring football season for WVU. Brought to you by Country Roads Trust and Encova Insurance. They are your one-stop need for home, auto, life, and business insurance needs. They're ready for what's next. What's next? Marcis Floyd, Jahiem White. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. Marcis, first of all, how was that spring game?
I feel like the spring game went pretty well for both sides. It was just good seeing everybody. Just listen to the communication out there, the chemistry we have. It's been my second year, so the chemistry is way better. I just felt great out there overall.
Jahiem, you're a true freshman out there. What was that like for you?
It felt good, like being on TV, being on the field with my teammates and them, participating, getting reps, like that. And yeah, it felt good.
You're a true freshman. Tell me how this spring has been for you, the transition from high school to college. What has all of that been like for you this spring?
It was a big switch because, like, high school, college is a different level. So, like, you got to come in, change how you eat when you was in high school, like, all stuff like that. It was, like, a real big challenge. But, I adapt to it. I got better. I got used to the change and all that, and now I feel good. I feel good about everything.
You had a pretty good spring game personally, scored that last touchdown. What was that like to get in the end zone?
It was a blessing. That's all I can really say. Like, I had a feeling I was going to do it, so I knew what, But, yeah, it was a blessing.
I like the confidence.
Yeah.
Running back group, a lot of guys in that running back core. A lot of older guys. What can you learn from them as you go into your first season as a Mountaineer?
I can actually learn a lot from them because, you know, they've been here before me. So, like, looking up to them and, like, seeing what they do and do what they do is, like, big help and a big impact on me. So, yeah.
Marcus, this was your second spring game. You're going into your second season for the Mountaineers. What are you expecting out of yourself this year?
I'm expecting to have a big year, my best year in college football yet. Last year was my first year playing safety, and I was still learning like the techniques and the ways of playing safety. And the spring program, it really got me ready for the season.
Yeah, you had 4 tackles in the spring game. I know it's a little bit different than like a real game,
Yeah.
but did you get everything out of the spring that you wanted to personally?
I did. I felt like I left a few plays out there during practices, but I felt like overall as a whole group, as the safeties, I felt like we grew a lot more this spring.
You were one of the 4 Iron Mountaineer winners announced at halftime. Did you know that was coming, and what was that like to be acknowledged for your work in the weight room?
I didn't know that was coming personally, but it's an honor to just have my teammates and my coaches acknowledge me with that award. I mean, they see that I've been putting in work. They see that I've been growing the whole year. It's a blessing for real.
How important is it to change your body and get stronger? And I'm going to ask you that same thing because, like I said, you're a true freshman. You're going to put on some weight. You're going to change your body thanks to Mike Joseph. But for you, how does that impact your play on the field?
I mean, it's very important, especially playing at the Power 5 level. You know, you got big backs, you got big receivers, big old linemen, big tight ends. Everybody's big and strong, so you got to have you got to be big, strong. You got to hold your weight out there.
Absolutely. Jahiem, your transformation as a freshman, what do they hope to do for you in the off season with your body and your weight, and just how different is that? Because you talked about nutrition, and obviously that's different than high school, but the weight training portion of it, what are your expectations, and have they told you what they want to do for you in the off season to get you bigger, stronger, faster?
I didn't get anything yet from them, but, like, I know I'm going to have to get stronger. I'm going to have to get bigger, you know, gain more weight. Because, like he said, we are in the Power 5, and it's going to be some big linebackers, big D linemen, safeties, corners, all that. So I just got to prepare my body and prepare myself for that.
Tell me what you guys plan to work on personally, each of you, in the off season, getting ready for that opener against Penn State.
Me personally, I plan on just knowing the playbook in and out, knowing what everybody has so I can know where everybody's responsibility is, make sure all the pieces are in the right fit. And I just want to keep on continuing to get stronger and faster as we get to the season.
Yeah, stronger for sure, and speed, like breakaway speed. I need to, well, it's there, but, like, you know, it can get more work in for real.
You will open up with Penn State this year. You opened up your first year as a Mountaineer against Pitt, going against another rival. How exciting is it to open up with a rival with the first game of the season, and can it come soon enough for you guys?
It can. I wish the game was tomorrow, but no, it's very exciting though.
Yeah. For me, it's like, because I got some of my teammates that's over at Penn State that, like, I played against in high school, so, like, just to see them, you know, against me again, like, it's a good feeling. Like, yeah.
Well, it's been fun watching you guys this spring. Have a great off season, and we look forward to this fall. And you guys are my last guests, so thank you very much. I guess I was saving the best for last, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you would like a signed, personalized autograph from these guys, go to countryroadstrust.com/autographs. Thank you so much for watching Climbing the Mountain all season long. We hope you've enjoyed it. We will be back in the fall when the regular season is underway. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you later. Thanks, guys.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
This Climbing the Mountain podcast is brought to you by Encova Insurance. Hard work and passion are critical components of any winning strategy. Count on Encova Insurance as your local team to provide peace of mind.